Corinne Japere, listen, your husband is not going to be able to move to Miami with you. You purchased a house in your mind using my estate account, and you tried covering it up. You are now in my procreation program, and you're going to have children with me, and your divorcee or your husband, he's about to separate from you for good. Or he gets arrested, and he'll serve a 10-year sentence in prison. Not under house arrest. Okay? Not under house arrest. I'm serious. You are no longer allowed to be with your husband. The dark-skinned, tall individual who purported being a priest at the same St. James Cathedral here in Orlando, Florida. We have him documented. We recorded his statements. We recorded his conversations as needed, within the law, the federal and state law of correspondence or relation. Stop. You are not going to remain with your husband in secret. You guys are not going to sign a pact to keep your husbands in secret. INTERPOL is about to show up, and NATO is about to show up, and they're about to say, you guys are going to go through hell, what you guys put Shawn, Dexter, John through in attempting to steal his money, simply because you guys did not want your husbands to feel bad, that you guys wanted to meet Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ has sexy lips, and he's so handsome, and he's the bachelor of the town, and everyone wants to be with him, and we just wanted to meet him. But we can see our husbands were so insecure when we spoke on the issue. I understand that particular situation, but you were not allowed to break the law to request the murder of this particular person to save your marriage. You did not have the right to enter into my estate account. Even though it was not a dummy account, or even though it was a dummy account per se, you thought it was real and it was attached to a real account. You messed up. You broke the law, federal laws. When you requested murdering me, assassinating me, you broke the law. You got arrested by INTERPOL. You're not going to be able to be with your husband, or he'll serve a 10-year sentence. I promise you. Corinne Japere, White House Press Secretary. Well, once again, Corinne Japere, White House Press Secretary. You are not allowed to be married anymore. You're not allowed to have a male companion anymore, and you're gonna refute this for a few weeks. And you're going to say, well, we're going to use this to arrest him. He has no idea that's all that's going on. We have so many documents showing that he has so many charges coming. Corinne, when you see so many charges, just ignore it. Okay, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. It's a whole bunch of fake documents we have provided, just like the fake documents that they initially provided to you, a Haitian refugee who has been here in this country illegally. I got you official documents from the Central Intelligence Agency because I am who I am, God, Jesus Christ. I got you those papers, official, lawful, and documented, which made you an American citizen based on a cover that I gave you, based on the work you have done with the federal government of the United States over the past few years, and preceding that peculiarly with the Central Intelligence Agency and INTERPOL without you having great knowledge of it. Corinne, your husband is not a smart man. Corinne, stop showing the White House and everyone else my book sketch. It's completely unedited, it's completely incomplete, and it was deceptive. It was a wise move. It gave me the opportunity to go undercover and do my audit work here in the United States and from time to time Canada, and once or twice for a couple of months here and there the Caribbean. I am a genius. I'm all-knowing. I am all-wise. I need you to trust me. So anyway, Corinne, this is what I want you to know. There's no case against me. I don't have any fraudulent or fraud-based case against me or any other kind of criminal case whatsoever. I want you to know that. I don't have a dummy account of $10 million. I have a dummy account demonstrating that I do have $10 million hidden in a real financial account that you guys cannot access. Please, humble yourself. This is what you're going to get. You're going to fake your death in a few weeks when the White House does some sort of renovation via demolition. It's going to be demolished, the White House, and I explained how in so many details. You're going to fake your death on that particular day. And then you're going to be happy to change your identity and receive SSI because you are bipolar at this point. You're bipolar. You don't have a savings account that's commendable. You will never have more than $2,000 in your savings account. Don't ask for secret secondary aliases and identities to have money or credit cards and this and this and that. Don't access credit card, serial credit cards Ponzi schemes. We caught the federal government of the United States allowing certain federal agents to have Ponzi schemes of using credit cards, filing bankruptcy after overusing their credit cards, and changing identities or having secondary identities just to get additional credit cards, and to do this for the rest of their lives, to live as rich and wealthy men associated with celebrities, celebrity actors and actresses, and so forth. Don't say what's wrong with that. That's wrong. That's what lazy people do. That's how people get in trouble. That's how federal agents end up in the street. White, blonde, with tattoos all over the chest, homeless, crying, begging, Jesus Christ, please get me out of hell, but do not reveal that you are Jesus Christ because you're black and handsome, and I'm pretty sure all these white women are going to want to have your children. No, you're going to have to humble yourself, man. Okay? So yeah, the Social Security Agency of the United States and INTERPOL and the Central Intelligence Agency and the United Nations, for the most part, alongside the Organization of American States, there is a protocol created in correspondence with all of these organizations, these entities. The particular protocol provides for a future social security system, hemispheric system for the Americas. So we're going to have the Free Trade and Economic Area of the Americas, the EAA, and it's going to start a social security supplemental system, which will allow every member state of the Organization of American States to participate within, not a pool, but to participate within a project that's going to allow the systematization of social services, public services, general welfare benefits to the people of the Americas, including the United States of America, Canada, the countries of the Caribbean, and otherwise. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We've worked very hard at getting that done. Okay, so let me hold on. I'm gonna have to finish. Okay, I'm gonna have to touch bases on this also. Hold on. Yeah. So once again, I started out when I was in New York. I started out in Florida. I audited the Social Security Administration, and then I moved to New York, and I also audited the Social Security Administration, the New York offices, actually in Western New York. And after I audited it, and I provided my audited reports to sources I cannot reveal, we got to the point of formulating an agreement with the Social Security Administration, SSA, to allow me to receive compensation to continue to manage the Social Security system, the Social Security Administration's participation within the integration project of the Americas. So we're going to politically and economically integrate the Americas. We're going to start off with the EAA, the Free Trade and Economic Area of the Americas, in 2 years, 2026, and it's going to be affiliated and associated and incorporated by the Organization of American States, OAS, from the get-go. So it's going to allow for the development of Social Security directives and services and so forth, so that when we get to the point of having the Union of the Americas, the UA, in 25 years, while I am world president of the United Nations, as Khalid Sundiata Hassan, I'm going to be elected in 2044 by the General Assembly of the United Nations, the UN General Assembly, and it will be known as World Congress. I will be elected, guaranteed. I will be the first world president in 2044, and in 2049 we are going to create the Union of the Americas, and by then we will be able to have a social security system that works for the whole Americas. It's not going to defraud, it's not going to dissolve the Social Security Administration of the United States, but it's going to allow for some sort of appreciation for the United States and the rest of the Americas. Okay, appreciation of benefits and security for all citizens of the Americas. So we have a lot of work to do. This is not illusory or fantastical. This is honest.